Graves, both men with their hands high. Sanchez shows a low kick. Graves was ready to check it.
I had to get some water. Sorry.
Ooh, furious punches. Oh
Jesus.
my God, right overhand.
Both guys are firing.
Pow, 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 pow. There.
Jorge Sanchez is swarming, but Kaelin Graves is on the grappling response.
Graves smartly goes to that body lock.
Hit him so hard, he knocked the lighting fixture out.
These boys have torn the house down quite literally. Sanchez shoving that underhook
They're telling him to jack the underhook up. They're telling him to elevate, and that's true. When you're the taller guy, it should be easier.
Looking for a trip, but Graves keeping his feet underneath him and sending vicious knees to the body, but he eats another right hand that wobbles his knees.
He's still trying to clear the cobwebs. He's still trying to get in there.
Yeah.
And Sanchez is just all gas, no brakes, 100% defense might work here, but the hands are already locked.
Graves in a lot of trouble.
He also doesn't have the elbow on the back of the neck. You really need to turn into this one. You need to get the elevation. Nice elbow there. Cool.
Elbow to the kidney.
All right, so it is legal. Just a pause, no reaction. So
yeah.
You were right, and I was wrong.
Maybe you'll have him piss him some blood later. Man, these boys knocked the lights out with that flurry. I said it right before you sat down. You don't know much when they're debuts, but when it's 125ers debuting, you know it's going to be fast.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, I can't even begin to imagine how many strikes there were in the opening minute of this fight.
It was blinding.
It was blinding speed. Both guys exchanging. I knew one of them was going to have to go down. It was Kaelin who went down first.
Graves so far very strong on this defense.
Yeah, he's been defending with the most of the time. But he's had one solid defense, which is that really tight underhook, but he wasn't able to get over the head. You have to get the elbow over the head and start forcing the head down, and it just wasn't happening for him. Now they're telling him to stand up. They're telling him to get an overhook and turn to the fence and stand. He's actually going to go overhook on the wrong side, though. That's going to prevent him from standing. And it looks like Jorge's going to try to take an ill-advised mount and jump to full guard. Ends up underneath Graves. Graves is swarming him. Hawes is in there close. Hawes is in there really close. It looked like he was ready to stop it.
Graves standing up. Oh, he trips him in the chin.
Tricks him into standing. Before Hawes pauses the action, he catches him again.
He catches him in the chin again. Sanchez somehow makes it back to his feet.
And there's still 20 seconds in this one.
This crowd is on their feet. They are going insane.
This is it. This is the Grady Cole Center effect. 2,200 strong in here now. The seats are full with our third MMA fight of the night, delivering action on all fronts. Jorge Sanchez has dropped Graves. Graves has hurt Sanchez. It's gone back and forth in this first round, and it's about to come to an end. Someone needs a statement. And it's going to be Graves. It's Graves who makes the last exchange work for him in that first round, which was so close.
Sanchez landed that same chopping short overhand during that exchange. This is a fight. This is violence.
This is fight for it, baby.
Good night.
I love that. He tricked him. He let him think it was time to stand up. That hurt.
That specifically is how George St. Pierre beat Michael Bisping. He allowed him to come up and then went back in. It was George St. Pierre very famously said that he intended to do that. I was questioning Graves' decision to give up that top position.
He also won the fight with the rear naked choke the same way. He waited on the back until Bisping planted his hands to stand up, and won the fight that way as well.
Kaelin gave him enough space. He gave him some rope to hang himself with. He gave him room to make a mistake, and then mollywopped him on the ground.
I didn't even have time to mention the Jeff Gordon compression pants. That's how fast this fight has been.
What?
Those Jeff Gordon looking
underneath
compression pants, yeah.
Oh my God. The fashion is important, don't get me wrong, but we have to call this action. What if we see a very slow measured kickboxing match at this point?
Well, both guys have definitely hit each other very hard, and getting hit hard can sometimes slow you down, but
they have to respect each other at this point.
I think Hellion Unson was in the corner saying, dude, you gotta chill.
Look at them both feinting now, giving each other a lot more room and respect. Foot caught up in the shorts there as blood pours from Sanchez's nose. Sanchez milling his hands, looking for reactions, looking for openings.
Sanchez is getting touched.
Furiously throwing punch combinations as blood continues to pour.
Big knee for Graves.
Huge clinch in knees as he rebounds off the cage to get free. and then come settle back into mid-range.
Did a great job of circling back to the center. Did great.
Snaps the jab.
With a jab. Jorge is tough, man. He's getting battered.
His lip is swollen. His nose is bleeding. And Kaelin Graves' jab was lightning fast. There's the uppercut that he was looking for, and that hard knee, and the bolo punch. And then he is out.
Kaelin Graves by knockout. He was knocked down, but he was never knocked out. It's him who comes back in the second round, lays down the law with that right hand. Hyacinth's MMA has another winning debut. This Grady Cole Center is on fire.
Watch the knees and the hands of Kaelin Graves. He mixes them so perfectly in and out of the clinch. Look at the uppercuts, knees.
Beautiful fight.
Uppercut, and uppercut. It was the uppercut that he was looking for. What did it finally?
Finally ends it with that bus driver uppercut, famously from a viral video from before this kid was born.
Yeah. The bus driver that knocked the woman into the shadow realm.
You're going to jail now. Famous last words.
He looked for that uppercut and found it.
And that was a fight where that young man right there had to go through the fire. And that's what I love to see in a fight. Is a guy or girl who gets tested, has to show up, has to be made aware early. They're in a fight and to come back. That's right, Sam.
Bang it out. Bang it out.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. A nice round of applause for both these fighters, both these warriors, kicking ass in the ring tonight. Warriors to the center of the cage.
That might be one of your fights of the night right there.
There's our referee.
It is.
Beautiful.
It is.
Your winner by third round KO. Fighting out an upper left corner, Kaelin Graves.
Tremendous performance.
Tremendous performance in one hell of a fight.
Against a bad dude.
Yeah, a dude who dropped him early.
He was in a lot of trouble early on in that fight and clawed his way back into the fight to then. What's your birthday?
January. Fucking highest in MMA. Good job.
What do we think, Mike?
That's it.
Thank you so much.
Kaelin Graves celebrating with his team in the middle of the octagon. What a fight. And man, you know, that one's gonna look good on your Instagram. That one's gonna look good on your dating profile.
That one? That fight?
That finish.